Hi, folks, with Tassless today. Tassless today, your pushback channel. Thank you for joining this audio live stream. Please listen to this presentation as you would a radio broadcast. In this essay, I'd like to talk about quite a few videos that have been doing the rounds online with married women, not all of them that young actually, but married women complaining that their husbands don't do enough of the chores around the house. Now, there's no accounting for it. They say that well, he just doesn't do what he's supposed to do. But in terms of, there's no impartial or objective for measuring or assessment here. I just think he should do more. And they go one step further, that because they've put up with this for however long they reckon, these women, and the petulance and the childishness and the entitlement and the snotty schoolgirl attitude are just off the charts. They say that if he doesn't do more, they're going to divorce him, or they're already at the stage and going to divorce him for not doing enough household chores. Now, I can't get my head around that sort of thinking. Is it a competition or something? I mean, do you keep score like this? I mean, wow. I mean, do you even love the guy, or was it? I mean, why did you even get together in the first place? Did he have like a good job with a high, a big income, and that was the attraction, or was he? Some well-hung dude or something. I don't know. What was it? I mean, if that's all it takes, you didn't wash the dishes today, and I'm going to divorce you, you motherfucker. I mean, excuse me, is that? I don't know. A relationship maybe should be a bit more than that, or some may say. But this is the sort of stuff that's doing the rounds, and it's hard to follow. Remember, these are the same women that insist affirmative action. So whereas they keep scoring the guy, is he washing the dishes often enough or whatever, taking out the garbage or something, is he doing that enough? But because they're entitled to a job through affirmative action and diversity, equity, inclusion. They're entitled. They're entitled to a college degree. They're entitled to a senior high school diploma. They're entitled to a job, and so on it goes. And so it's an outrage that they should have to compete. And only the best person gets the job, or only the most qualified person, or only the person with the best grades gets to go to university and get a degree or a PhD or something. No, that's outrageous. That holds, that would hold me back. But when it comes to measuring him, that motherfucker better do better on those chores. And I'm the one who decides whether or not he passes or fails. I think, what? I can't say I haven't come across women like that, not only in the workforce, but, say, when I was younger and was doing dating, they would insist on invoking some confrontation about something and then demand that I had to back down or else. That's sort of a very girly type thing, and especially among entitled girlies. Anyway, the coming to the issue of household chores, rather than keep score or did he do this or did she do that in terms of chores, my wife and I take it as a practical matter. So every chore is a practical matter. It's not who does it or should it be done or why not, or hey, you did it, why not me? Or so. That's not how we view it. As simply, at dinner time you eat dinner. Now, if I get back into the house first, we're out doing our stuff. If I get back into the house first, I'll start the dinner, assuming it's dinner time. If it's the other way around and my wife gets back, she starts dinner. Or if I'm doing something that's time consuming and arduous, my wife is look, I'll get the dinner. Don't worry about that. I'll do that. You keep on going with whatever you're doing. And vice versa, I would do that as well. So we treat the household chores as practical matters, which includes the garbage or mowing the lawn or I don't know, doing the washing or doing the buying the groceries or whatever. There's some things that only I have the expertise to do. So some of the mechanical and electronic fixing around the place and those sorts of things. Or what are we going to do to fix this? I know. I think I can get something at the hardware store that'll do that. I do that. The lawn mowing, the lawnmower we've got, it's a bit of an older model and it's quite heavy and part of the yard is quite steep. So I would do the lawn mowing all the time, 100% of the lawn mowing. Most of the grocery shopping I do, My wife does more of the dishwashing. If I've got clothes that need to be washed, I will just put them in the machine and wash them. I don't have to wait for say to my wife, well, you need to do this. I'll just do it because, again, it's a practical matter. It needs to be done. So we view all the household chores as a matter of practicality. Are you there? Do you have the time? And no one keeps score. I wouldn't think about it. Wouldn't even cross my mind to do it. And taking out the garbage, for example. Sometimes, again, there's a bit of a grade in the yard, and sometimes if the bins are full up, they get pretty heavy. So okay, I'll do that. Again, I don't keep a score on it, and nor do either of us. Now, I do know couples that are like that. They're keeping score. One couple that we know, they've got this thing that they have to take it in turns to fill up the car with petrol, with gasoline. And but if one of them doesn't do it, the other will drive the car until it stops, and they'll just leave it at the side of the road wherever they run out of fuel, and that just leaves. Okay, no, you have to come and get that car and put. It was your turn to get the petrol, and you didn't do it, so your problem now to sort. Wow, I wouldn't dream of doing that. But I suppose it's an attitude thing. But the idea of a relationship or marriage, or it could even be a business relationship, or work colleagues or something like that. The idea is that you cooperate to get the job done. The old proverb, many hands make light work, and this sort of thing. So you cooperate to get the job done, and there are practical things that need to be done. We need to buy groceries. We need to eat at meal times. We need to mow the lawn, and we need to do the water. These are just practical matters that have to be attended to. The idea of seeing it as chores, well, is she pulling a weight, and then I'm going to make sure she fucking. Again, the thought wouldn't even cross my mind. So why people can't view these things also as practical? That's just us, by the way. Other people I've met and know are different. But I view these things, and we both do, as practical matters that just have to be attended to. And there are weeks when I might do all the grocery shopping, but then another week where I do none of it. So, it's a swings and roundabouts type thing, and I accept that too. I don't believe that, my wife would maliciously not do something, nor does she believe I would maliciously avoid something. I'm not going to do this, so you have to do it. So there. Neither of us think that way. Maybe that's unusual. I don't know, but I think it's reasonably sensible. Seems to work fairly well. But again, we don't treat chores as do you do it or do I do it? Do I have more than you, or do you do more than me? They're practical matters, and they need to be addressed. And it seems seems to work fine. You've been with Tassus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for listening.